All right, digging a trench all the way from on the other side of that trailer down there, the white one, the white trucks and my car and all down there, right beside the road, all the way here, and turning here and going right through the woods. It's going to be roughly about 1,600 feet of fiber, getting connection back over here and feeding the whole park. He's going to start out about 29, 30 or so RVs spots at first, and then he's going to build another 30 if it goes well. Keeps going 30 until he has about 300, 350 all in this area as well. We're just waiting for him to get the trench through the woods so I can lay the fiber down, and then as soon as I put the light on it and test it and confirm that we get light at the end of the tunnel, they say, then they can put it where they want in the trench itself. And he said it's probably going to keep it close to the road as possible, because he's not going to put anything else next to the road, so he knows where the fiber will be. So that's my project for the day, is getting this fiber 1,600 feet.
I mean, you look at something like that.
So that's why I know so much of the history, because it was this old property. And then the bar pit road went through, and Daddy told us the story. He said that he was like 12 years old, and he had
All right, he's got the trench good distance there. He's got to go right around the corner, probably another 100 feet from where he's at now. It comes to a road that we got to cross, but we're going to run the fiber up to that road, but we're going to pull it all the way across the road to where we're going to have our connection, and then roll it back up and put it on the other side of the road until they get the trench dug on the other side of the road. And when I get it that far, I got to put an end on it and see if we see light at the end of the tunnel. Be sure there's no breaks in it. Hate to bury it all and then come find out there's a break in it somewhere. But if it is, got plenty of fiber to replace it, to do what we got to do. All right, we got the owner and his two sons actually going down there and pulling. So we can get around that real sharp curve down there. All right, now it's time to go get the tools to put an end on it, send some light through, and be sure it's all good from one end to the other before we bury any of it. And as soon as we get light all the way to the end, then we can dig up the road, drop it in there, and bury it. That way there's no trench or anything across the road anybody be driving on. But let's go get this done. I'll probably go ahead and drop this in the trench on the way there, because it's already pulled to the point where I'm gonna get the connection at. So might as well go ahead and drop it in this trench all the way and pull it to this end and cut it. So let's do that. All right, got it all through here, all the way up there, and it loops and comes back to where the spoil is. That way I can cut it right there, but I'm going to be sure that I have it all in the trench all the way. If I do, then I'll just cut it there and have extra. As long as it's in the trench all the way, then we should be good. I'll just get my tools and go put an end on it. Hopefully the batteries in the light tester is good. Hadn't used them for a while, so we're gonna find out. All right, it goes around that turn, goes about 100 feet, then it crosses a road, and it comes through here to walk back and be sure that it's all in the trench. They already dug up the road, laid the fiber in it, and closed it up, because it's not but 6 or 8 inches down, because there's a telephone wire and water lines that go across there that's been there for decades. And the deepest one was 8 inches, and that's what they dug all the way across. It's 8 inches, which is enough. So let's get to the end, cut it at the roll, see if we got a blinking light. And if we do, then they can go ahead and bury all this. Hopefully there's no breaks in it. Hadn't had any issues with these fiber lines so far off these rolls. I don't anticipate of any off of this one, but I hate for them to bury it all and then say, well, it's not working. It's a long walk, just a little bit over 1,600 feet from end to end. So we will see how it goes when I actually cut this thing. Pretty much getting over the head cold that I got. Hopefully this don't make it go in the opposite direction. At least I can breathe today. Little sniffles, but able to breathe. So let's go cut a wire and see what we get. All right, got all laid down. Now roll this up over here. Now, do we have our good old light? Let's see. Looky there. That looks like a light to me. Flashing red light from the other end. We're ready to roll. Well, I know why I got out of heating and air all that heavy labor when I did, because it just reminded me that older I'm getting, less I can do. Just carrying that 200 some pound roll of fiber was a little struggle. Even after I pulled off half of it, it's still a little struggle. Not what I used to be, and I'm glad I got out of it when I did, so I can still do some things. I mean, I was able to carry the roll from that white pipe all the way to the back of the car on my shoulder, no problem. But lifting it off the ground, it just reminded me why I got out of heat and air, heavy labor. But I want to get into something that keeps me moving. Well, I found it. I remember I used to be able to take a 1.5 ton air conditioning unit, bear hug it off the back of a pickup truck, and go set it on the pad. I'm doing good to be able to move the pad, more or less the unit. But we all good. Looks like I'm gonna have to move the fiber. The carpet's kind of buckled up a little bit there. But thanks for watching, liking, commenting, subscribing, and sharing. I'm gonna go let them know that they can cover it all up. And then I need to tidy up the other end, roll it up after they bury it all, and be sure nothing gets hit and nicked or anything like that before I take the light off of it. After they finish completely burying it, I'll check the light on this end, be sure it's still flashing. If it is, then I'm ready to go. Boy, it's been a long day.